All right, trying out the new webcam, hanging out with Pop. We'll see if anybody is awake and wants to join in at 9 o'clock on a Tuesday. I'm sure people are busy with their nights, not really wanting to hang out too much. What's up? Hey, what's going on? Trying out this new webcam, and I don't think my computer is fast enough to handle it. Thanks. What are you guys up to? You guys doing anything exciting tonight? What kind of ball python? I just had one of mine shed out. Yeah, luckily I was off today. But this girl right here is getting pretty big. I thought she'd be a lot bigger by now. Nice. I like the bananas. I have a banana clown. Hopefully I can make more of those in the future. Nothing too exciting going on over here, so I wish I could take out my other one, but she is still sick. Still giving her medicine. Hoping for the best, but she's still alive, so that's a good sign, I guess. Super dwarfs. I don't know. Possibility maybe down the road. I'm kind of right now wanting to see how breeding projects with ball pythons and boas are going to work out for me. But I don't know. It still is a possibility because I still like buying snakes just to collect them and just to hang out with them. So, I mean, there's a lot of really nice looking super dwarfs. And I know they only get to be like, like 12 feet? So it's not too bad. That eating part is... Yeah, it's really tough when a snake dies. I've already had two die on me in the last year, and so a third one would just be a total, total killer to me, especially with this snake that I've had for like 9 months, and so it's super tough to watch her struggling, and she's not doing very well. I mean, yeah, I could 12 feet wouldn't be bad. I mean, the only thing that I would probably be worried about now is I have two green anacondas in the Burmese, so I don't know if a fourth big snake would be like a good addition because I have 25 other snakes that I have to feed and all that stuff. So, I mean, it's a possibility. Just depends. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I would ever really want to breed retics or berms or anything like that. At least not yet. I haven't even bred anything, so. Yeah, she's still up and moving. She'll eat without any problems. It's just she just can't keep anything down. So she'll just regurgitate everything 2 days later. I mean, I don't know. I only have the one Burmese, and she's still super small. We're still working together to be nice with each other, I guess. I just could not get a normal retic. Like, there's no way I could house or keep or feed a 20-foot snake. There's no way I could do that. Thanks, I appreciate that. I've been watching I think it's Wildfire Retics, and he's got some monsters over there, and there's just no way I could. I saw a video of him on Instagram feeding, I think his biggest one, a baby goat. I don't have that kind of money. I don't have that kind of money. But I think in the long run, these anacondas will really be a challenge for me. So I don't think I need any other big snakes. But you never know. I could always pick one up at a reptile show, and who knows? Reach out reptiles. All right, I'll check them out tonight. I think I've heard of them. How much are the dwarfs? They're like what, 1,500, 2,000, maybe a little more. I need to figure out that link to get more people on the live chat. Yeah, 1,500. I mean, that's not too bad, depending on the color and stuff. Yeah, Jason Exotics I watch him a lot. He's got a lot of nice stuff, and he just dropped a whole bunch of nice boas as babies. Yeah, I mean, 1,200, 1,500 is not bad, because I mean, you're getting a lot for your money. I'm seeing, you know what I mean? You see ball pythons and stuff go for 2,500 to 6,000, and I would just rather spend that kind of money if I'm not breeding, on a retic berm or an anaconda. Short tails, I don't know. I heard they have bad temperaments, but I guess you could say that about any snake. There are some really nice morphs out there, though, in the short tails. I think I've watched a few of Brian Barczyk's, and he had some pretty nasty ones. Hey, come on down. I got plenty of snakes. I'm up to, I don't even know how many I have, honestly. I think I'm up to like 28, 27, and then hopefully it doesn't go down any more anytime soon. Yeah, I mean, if you're in the area, let me know. Pop-Tart's good. Mountain Dew's the one that's sick on medicine, and she's been on that medicine for about a week. So she's doing better at taking the medicine. I just really hope it's what the vet said was the issue is really what is the issue, and nothing worse. Never gotten to handle an anaconda. Super chill, super calm. I just grabbed her straight out of her cage, and no problems. I would trust her reaching in her cage. I would trust her more than a lot of my bigger boas. But I hear that a lot about the anacondas, that they're super nice and docile, and then I hear that some people can't even touch them, hold them, or anything because they just don't tame down. But I've been holding her daily, pretty much daily, ever since I bought her when she was a baby, pretty much 2 years ago. So this is definitely a snake that I would not hesitate of letting somebody hold if they've never held a snake before, or an anaconda. Hopefully, when she gets bigger, she stays tame, and then I would like to take her to the reptile show and just have people hold her and be a good ambassador for that. What do you do when your Burmese gets full grown? I don't know. I mean, I got the Burmese, I got 2 anacondas. I mean, they're both going to get easy 15, 16 feet. I mean, you just have to be smart about it. I'm the only one that's here, so it does make me a little bit nervous, but as long as you don't put them up on your shoulders where they can get around your neck, I think you're good. So I mean, there are people out there that handle them just by themselves and they don't have any issues, but I think that would be the main key, is not letting them around your shoulders. Well, around your neck, we should say that, because yeah, that could be bad. But mostly I think I would just like, I mean, you're just gonna have to drag it out of the cage and just let it go on the floor, and then I don't know, do whatever you can do with it, because I mean, there's really no way you can even handle a 15-foot snake comfortably. But we'll see. Hopefully, I don't have to get rid of them. I don't plan on it. Hopefully, the state doesn't change any of its laws. But yeah, that's the main thing that most people ask me, is like, what are you going to do when your snakes get full grown? It's like, well, I mean, I don't plan on getting rid of them. I guess a lot of people do, though. Sell them, donate them. Nope. Snakes are a full-time job without the pay. Snakes are addictive. I got my first snake probably 5 years ago, 5, 6 years ago, and then I've just been, you know, buying them ever since, going in debt. And I'm planning on buying a couple more from John when he drops them here in the next couple months. I think he's got like 30 some boas that are about to drop full litters. Yeah, I mean, Morph Market definitely. Once I found out about Morph Market, it definitely killed my bank account, and then it definitely killed my credit card, and my credit score, and all that stuff. Because who doesn't want to buy a snake and get it the next day in the mail? I mean, the one good thing about them though is that it sucks feeding them every week, but once they get older, you really only feed them every 2 to 3 weeks, and then full-grown anacondas and then full-grown berms, you can only feed them. I mean, I know some people that feed 4 or 5 times a year, so it's expensive maybe up front, but it's not too bad if you're only feeding them a couple times a year. But the ball pythons are weekly fed, so that can get pricey pretty fast. And then caging, like I just got an ARS rack. It was like $2,500 and not cheap. But she's super tame, not head shy at all. I heard it's supposed to snow tonight. I think it's been, I know it snowed out in Nebraska. And then here in Ohio, I heard it's supposed to possibly snow tonight. I don't know about rain though. But you are a little bit higher in the state than I am. Missouri, that's crazy, especially at this time. But so here in the next couple of months, I should be debuting a couple more boas and then a couple more ball pythons. I already told John to hold me 2 if they come out and everything is looking good with them. Yeah, mammals are a little bit more difficult, I think. More pricier. But I'll tell you what, the caging on these, ridiculous. Especially if you want to go professional. I'm trying to read off my screen on the computer. So I'm going to see how long she actually is. So I think she's hitting like 5 feet. And she's not that big yet. Possibly, I'll give her 2 years and she'll double her size. She always wants to go towards the cameras or the phone or the computer. What age? I have no idea, honestly. I'm not sure. I've seen like Megan, like Megaconda. She has 10-year-old green anacondas that are at like 10 or 12 feet. And then I've seen people power feed anacondas at 6 years old that they're 13, 14 feet. So I really think it depends how you're feeding them and then if you're breeding them. Because I think if you breed them, it definitely slows down their growth. But she's 2, so I think around 3 and 4 years old is when they really start hitting their massive growth spurt. So she should double or triple in size within the next 2 years. We'll see. And then lots of outdoor videos with a pool. So it should be exciting. But yeah, I was hoping it'd be warmer now at this time so I could take them outside and hang out with them, let them go through the grass and stuff. But not happening. You guys can't jump in on here, right? I don't know if there's like something I can do to have people join. No, I'm not gonna put in like a legit pool. I would love to get like an in-ground pond, but I don't have the money for that. But I think if I get one of those plastic pools or those blow-up pools that are like 12 feet, I think that'd be good for her when she's an adult. Let me see some of your enclosure setups. Yeah. So my stuff's not professional, so we will see what's going on. So these are my local built PVC racks, and they're 4 feet by 20 inches, and then they're like 13 inches high. So they're not too crazy. Then I got the 4 of them, and in the room, I'm just running a basic oil heater. So the room is at 85 to 86 degrees with just that. And so none of my stuff is really run on any type of heat tape or heat padding or anything like that, except for the 2 big enclosures below. So this is my green anacondas enclosure right here. The glass is kind of dirty. So I do have a radiant heat panel for her because she sits on the floor, and on the floor in the wintertime, it gets pretty cold. So I just run the probe right under it. And then I also have the same setup over here for my Burmese. So I don't know if we can see it. Yeah, right there. So I'm running 80-watt heat panels for them. And then I'm running that on a thermostat at, I think it's at like 90. So it's pretty high, but they seem to do well on it. And half the time they're not even in the hot area, because on the floor it's about 80. I think it's about 80 degrees. So it's a big difference between floor temperatures, and then as we get up into like these enclosures over here, and then obviously on the way up it gets hotter. But I do have a fan to help circulate it. So I don't know. I'm not having any respiratory infections. They're eating well. So far it's working out for them. But I know right now with the pandemic and all the crazy stuff, I know a lot of people are having issues finding radiant heat panels. But I bought all this stuff last year, and then I didn't have any issues finding them. And everything's like, the prices and stuff are going crazy. Like I saw a thermostat. I forget what kind it was, but I mean normally it was like $199, and then I saw on an eBay it was for like $600. So people are definitely price gouging on thermostats. So that sucks. I have no idea. Their website said 10 weeks and they're behind. So I'm just kind of waiting for an email, because I'm going to go actually pick it up, because they're only about an hour and a half away from me. So I'm going to go rent a van from Home Depot, and then you just pay for the day, and then you don't have to pay for mileage. I mean, you pay for the gas on it, but so I'll go there, pick it up, bring it back, and not have to pay freights or miss a day of work, because whenever the semi shows up, I'd have to be here, and then I'd have to call off work. So just going to pick it up would just be a lot easier. Hopefully it's not any longer than 10 weeks. So, and then I heard it takes like 6 or 7 hours to even put the thing together. So it's definitely going to be a chore to do that. And I'm honestly not even ready for it in the room, because I don't have room for it. So I got the 70-30, it holds 30. It's got 30 tubs, and I only have maybe 10 snakes that can go in it. Yeah, the animal plastic ones are really, really nice, and they're really good quality. But I heard they're on like a 6 to 8 month back order. So I don't know. Everything's kind of slow going right now. Yeah, the 80s, 60s would be nice. And then I forget what the 90 series is. I think there's a 90 series, the big, massive pull-out drawers with the windows. I think I'm going to end up upgrading to those for my female boas. So that would just be a lot easier to have them in that, because I think those are 5 feet, maybe 6. I'm not sure. 6 months. Yeah, I was seeing some people on Facebook saying that they got their cages at like the 10th month mark, but I don't know. Hopefully. I see a lot of people going with the freedom breeders, and I was checking out the freedom breeders, and they're a lot more, but I know that they make their stuff with a better material, because I got the hybrid through the ARS, and most of it's plastic. Not a big deal. It cuts the cost down, but for plastic tubs and plastic shelving for $2,500, ridiculous. But all the big breeders buy them, and they write them off on their business expense at the end of the year. So it kind of hurts us hobbyists. And then I noticed ARS pushed all of their rack systems up $100 within the last couple of weeks. So I don't know if they're going to keep on pushing that number up, but I guarantee once they put that number up, they'll never, and people are buying them at that price, people will never, or I mean, ARS will never lower that price back down. So we'll see what happens. Like I said, I'm not ready for it because this is a super small bedroom and I have no room for it at all. I really want to stack these two 8-footers on top of each other. And then I would have that whole extra wall over there for that ARS rack. But I'd have to unbuild the 8-foot cage or take it apart and then build a shelving unit and then rebuild it on top. So that's definitely going to take a lot of time. Freedom breeder, yeah, all stainless. And I've heard, since you can choose on the freedom breeder like the humidity levels of what you want, and with ARS you can't. So a lot of people are having issues in colder climates that their snakes aren't shedding very well because ARS just gives you the sheet of plastic that goes over every layer. It's they pre-drill their own holes to what they to a certain, you know what I'm saying, like they only do so many, so you can't choose the humidity that you want. So that's why a lot of people like the freedom breeder, because you can choose 25, 50, or 100% humidity on each shelf. But freedom breeder with freight, since they're in California, I think they're in California, it would just be way too much. So going with ARS. Any of them will work. It's not a big deal. I really wanted all of my snakes to be in these types of PVC enclosures from like animal plastics, but I was pricing everything out, and to get 30 animal plastic stuff, it would have been like 10 grand. So you would spend $2,500 on tubs, which, you know, I've had people tell me on Instagram and even on the channel here, tell me that I'm a horrible keeper. They're gonna not follow me anymore because I'm gonna put all my snakes in tubs. But it's like, what's the difference? You know what I mean? Like, they don't care if this snake doesn't care if it has a window. If it's in a tub and I handle them every day, or it gets stuck in here, they don't care about that. And the thing that I don't like about this is my Argentine, which is why I have paper on here. Every time I come into the room, she hits her face on the glass. It's plexiglass, but she's messed up her jaw once. And the last thing I want is a snake breaking her neck at all, or totally breaking her jaw, and then I have to get surgery and all that stuff. So pros and cons on the PVC with the windows, or the tubs without windows. Yeah, I mean, it's a huge, that's probably one of the biggest debates right now all over the internet is tubs versus PVC, which, yeah, I have a couple of the Christmas tree toads. I wouldn't mind putting her in there, but she's getting kind of big. So I just wish the Christmas tree toads were a little bit wider, because I think they're only like 18 inches wide. Could be wrong, but they're not 2 feet. I know that fact. But I mean, that's the only thing that I personally have encountered with these is they do, if they're defensive snakes, they will hit the glass. Possibility of them breaking their necks is pretty high. Do you know of any pros or cons? So I'm using the Vivarium Electronics right now, the ×2, the 300 ×2 on both of my 8-foot enclosures, and I've had no issues with it. A few times when I leave the glass wide open, it messes up the temperature and then the alarm will sound. So I know the alarm works, which is awesome because it's pretty loud too. I can be anywhere in my house and then I hear the alarm and I can just come in and see what's going on. Few reputable brands. Herbstat, that's probably what I'm gonna have to get for my ARS rack. I didn't order one with the rack just because the room is warming up already, and so I really don't think I need to run the heat tape on it until I start breeding. But we'll see. I may have screwed myself over on not buying one because they're hard to find and they're expensive. The Cincinnati Reptile Show is in 2 weeks. So hold on, I'll look at it real quick to see the exact date. I forget what the website is. So the Reptile Show is it's Sin City Reptile Show. Should have known that. And then the dates are, because they just had it this Sunday, and then we're going to May 2nd. So May 2nd is the Cincinnati Reptile Show, and it should be pretty big. It wasn't that big the other day because not a lot of breeders have babies yet. So I think the next couple of months it'll be pretty big because everybody's gonna be having babies here in the next 2 or 3 months. You should get a pair. The Dremels, man, I don't know. Those are hard to find, aren't they? I know the pricing on those have gone up a lot. Oh yeah, that sucks. I work on Saturdays, so there's 2 or 3 in Ohio, and then I think the Lexington show in Kentucky is on Saturday. So the Sin City one's really the only one that I can go to because I don't work on Sundays. And I wish they were all on Sunday because I work Saturdays. But Dremels would be cool. I really want a male Argentine, but the prices on those have gone sky high, and I just don't know. I just really don't want to pay the money for that kind of money for an Argentine, but I mean, they're definitely worth it. 300, that's a good deal. I thought they were more like 6 or 7. $300's not bad. Right now, though, I'm already gotten I'll tell you, I will not go to another all Ohio show. The one that's in Columbus, I don't think it's worth the drive for me. I went there once to pick her up because this is where I got her. I met somebody up there, and there's probably like 8 tables, and that was it. So definitely gonna just stick around Cincinnati at that show. But I do think the Tinley show is coming up in Chicago. I don't know if any of you guys are going to that or not. I know they keep on postponing it. So it's good that they're actually going to have that hopefully soon. Yeah, I didn't think anybody was really paying 600, but 300 is not bad. Who's selling those, Jason? He's kind of the guy who's really, it seems, is setting the price on a lot of these snakes. Yeah, I got her in 2019. So when I was there picking her up, the show was pretty bad. Arnold's. All right. I've never been there. So you have I'm guessing you have a male Dremel then. Anybody got a male Argentine? they want to sell on the cheap. 3 years ago, they were going for $200. Now they're going for over 1,000. And that's because of Jason. Nice. Let me know on Instagram about the details, because I would like to know about that. 2 males. All right, cool. So yeah, let me know. I can throw $300 down on a female. I'm actually buying a female, one female from John and a male from John whenever he has them. So I'll have my second male boa in the room. And I think it'll go well with a lot of the females that I'm raising up right now. I hope. Since I started as a collector, I just was buying everything that I liked. So trying to go into the breeding part definitely threw me off, and it definitely messed me up on a lot of stuff, because now I have to find males. The one thing that I did do right is I bought all females. How many boas do I have? I don't know. At least 13, maybe. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I think 13. But I will say that I'm getting a. So I'm looking into Virgin for my male. I told him, if you have an IMG jungle or an IMG motley, I want it, because I can put the IMG motley to a lot of stuff that I have, except my motley, which kind of sucks. So I got a couple jungles. I got a normal I can put it with. I got that ghost, which I could put it to the ghost and get a bunch of hets. I don't know. I don't even have that many snakes, and I've already lost count. Yeah, Jason had quite a few of the BCOs, the Argentines, and he's the one that set them up there for $1,000, and everybody was laughing at him, and he's selling them. I think they're down to 900 right now, but I mean, they're amazing snakes. I love my Argentine, but $1,000, it's a lot of money for just a locality. Russo, yeah, I've never bought anything off of him or Jason, really. I would love to breed Argentines, because I think that would just be awesome. I know a lot of people that aren't doing it, and if I have to pay the money, I guess I could. I guess I could do it, because my Argentine's 2017, so she's getting up there in size, and I would only have to wait like another year or two for the Argentine. I could start breeding them. Well, the male, depending how old he is. Nerd, I didn't think Nerd had any Argentines. Maybe they did. I get a lot of those guys confused. But I know Jason had some, though, at least a year ago. So I'm actually surprised she's let me hold her for this long. Hey, what's up, Nameless? I like that video though that Nerd came out with a few weeks ago, and there's only one. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, I was looking at Jason on his personal um on his personal Facebook, but I think that was a while ago though, really. I think that was like 2 years ago. What's your favorite snake species? Definitely boas. Definitely. Ball pythons are cool. I own them, but you can't beat a boa at all. Well, I guess a berm, but boas definitely. What's cooking? Nothing. Hanging out. Had the day off. Cleaned some cages. Hanging out with her right now. That's it. So she's getting big. She has to eat too. I gotta feed her soon. Oh, gotcha. Where are they? Are they in New York? I have no idea on Super Dwarfs. Who was the guy that was in here earlier talking about that stuff? You can probably scroll up and I don't know if you can scroll up and see who that guy was. I forget his name, but he was big into the dwarf retics. I'd ask him. Yeah, it's Pop Tart. Mountain Dew's sick. I can't get her out. I'll try to feed her in a week. Hopefully everything works out. I know there's some big time dude on YouTube that only deals with the dwarf retics. I don't know his name. I don't follow I don't follow the retic stuff just because I don't own one. I mean they're cool, but they're just not really something that I've gotten into. So are you any of you guys on YouTube? I've run out of the small time YouTubers. I'd rather watch small time YouTubers than all the big guys, all the big timers. Garrett, reach out. All right. Oh, is that? Yeah, that's who it is. That's the retic guy. Most of this time, I'm just on go play or yeah, I'll definitely check him out then. Were you at work? Hey, that's all I need to see. Snakes. That's it. I'm pretty sure I follow you though. do you guys want to see? You want to see other boas? Let's put her back. There she goes. I'll take out a smaller one. Oh, gotcha. All right, so here's my only male. My snow. How about I show you the Guyana since she's right here? And they're both in shed, so they're not going to look that good. Every snake I have goes straight for anything that's electronical. Oops, there we go. How many more males? I don't know. I'm picking up at least one IMG Motley or an IMG Jungle here in the next couple of months. And then after that, I'm just going to have to find males that kind of link up with the females that I have. I mean, if I get some hets, I don't think I'd really care too much about that. But most of my stuff is really dominate or co-dom anyways. So I might as well just pair them up with an IMG and just get a bunch of IMG stuff. Because I can put an IMG Jungle or Motley with my normal, and I'll either just get normals, IMGs, or Motleys or IMG Motleys, which all of those would be good since everybody, I mean, all those genes would be something that, you know, people want. What, the snow? I'll get him back out. Like the snow or the moon glow? 4 males? Yeah, possibly. So I have the albino, and I would love to get an IMG albino to go with it, because I think making more of those would be awesome. So yeah. So I'll show you her. So this is the male snow, and then you can always put albino to albino, but you always run the risk of getting bug eyes or no eyes or a bunch of weird stuff going on with their eyeballs. But a lot of people still do it, and I don't know. It's a risk. People don't realize it. Even if I went snow to moon glow, I could still produce like 30 of them with no eyeballs. So I got 30 snakes with no eyeballs. And nobody's going to want those. So I got the female. It's probably hard to see in the lighting. So this is my female moon glow. I really want a blood boa. Those are awesome. I do have a Motley. She's in shed. There's so much on the morphs. It's definitely overwhelming. And you obviously don't want to put the wrong stuff together, because then you're going to get stuff that nobody wants, or you can get lethal combinations. It's a lot to deal with. And if you get males that don't go with the females, I don't know, breeding's a lot more stressful than it seems. Males don't breed, females die, females slug out. So I mean, I'd hate to have to do all this stuff and then, you know, raise these snakes up for 3-4 years, and first round my females die. So she's in shed. So this is my Guyana. So she's not looking that great. But we can see her eyes are glossed over. So I'm super excited to see her shed out. ACLs. Man, how many did he have? So she's gonna look really good when she sheds out. And then I'd like to add IMG to her. $600, they'll sell it. They'll sell it. Somebody will go in there not knowing what they're doing. They'll sell it. I think I paid $350 for my regular Pied, but not $600. Definitely not. So this is the Jungle Hypo Pastel. I would not mind adding IMG Motley into this just to see what would happen. But her tail looks good. And nice markings on her. 2009, and she's pretty small. PetSmart is kind of crazy on their pricing. I did see them have an albino Pied, and they wanted like $1,200 for it. I was like, you can go to Morph Market and pick one up for $700-800 all day. Yeah, so I got all my snakes are, well, except for the snow, they're all females. So it's just going to be tough choosing what I want to put with it, and then trying to figure out who's going to buy what, because I don't want to sit on expensive snakes forever and feeding them. But I think the IMG stuff is really, really popular. So, possible future breeder. I don't know. What do you guys want to see? Want to see IMG? I took in all my ball pythons, but I fed them today. So here is another female. I got way too many females. Yeah, I like the Sun Dragons. I almost bought a blood from Nerd, but I got the Moon Glow instead. So I don't know if they went in the wrong direction with the Moon Glow, other than the blood. I don't know. Your big male ball python. Yeah. Yup. Let me get him. So he's not big, but yeah, I asked Nerd, like, because I was super interested in buying the blood, and I was like, hey, because all their pictures I thought was just like one picture of their snake, and then they just duplicate it because of the white background, and it was photoshopped on there. So I was basically like, hey, I'm super interested in the blood. Is there any way I could get another picture of it just so I know exactly what it is. And they came back and they were like, it's $40 for a picture, but if you buy it, they take the $40 off the initial price. And I'm like, I don't want it that bad. I did want it, but I was like, that's just a hassle. But I guess they get people emailing them all day, every day about pictures, and then it takes time away from them taking care of their animals. So I kind of understand that, but I was like, come on, man, just one picture? Oh, well. So then I went from the blood to the moon glow, which was a huge jump in the other direction. But I think having the moon glow is not a bad thing. It's just, it'll just be tough if I want to breed it on what to breed it to. So this is my very first snake or ball python. And I actually bought this one at PetSmart. I didn't pay $600 for it, but at the time, I think it was right around like 350-ish, 400 maybe. I don't know. But I didn't know anything about reptile shows. I didn't know anything about Morph Market back then. So got him, and he's been super chill ever since. All right, man. I appreciate you coming on here. Right. Well, that comment got flagged. I'll post it anyways. Yeah, because I was like, hey man, like I even called him. I was like, hey, super interested, because I didn't know if the boas or the bloods, like how big they got. So I was talking to the guy in there, and he was like, well, we pair them with the regular boas, the Columbias or whatever. So they get bigger. So I was like, cool, can I get a picture? Because I looked on your website, and it just looks like you just take one picture of one blood, and then you just post that same picture for all of your bloods. They didn't like that, so. I mean, they got like 8 people working for them. Like, if you really want to make a sale, if I really wanted to sell a $1,400 snake, I'm taking a picture of it and I'm going to send it to you. I mean, that would be my theory as a consumer. I got to figure out that app. People were um, using where they had 4 people in at a time on YouTube. I got to figure that out. So this guy could definitely breed. I don't got anything for him. What's free? Free. I like free. Yeah. The podcast. I need to figure that out. I'm not good with this internet stuff. Whoa. Yeah, I need to get that so I can have 3 or 4 other people in here. All right, I'm putting him back. He's boring. Gotcha. Up to 4 is free. I mean, I'm cool with 4. 4's perfect. My wife is a computer expert. My old lady. I don't have an old lady. I do this by myself. I thought a couple people from night shift would be coming in on here. You can have Max like, nope, nope, nope. I got one of those. I don't need any more. Well, at least your ex-wife didn't sell off all your snakes. Who's on right now? Who's on that we can jump into? Nameless. Why you getting banned? Not banned, but hit up with a review. Kirkwood. That's who was on last week, right? Or was that 2 weeks ago? Seems like a lot of people that stream at night. Yikes. I might jump off here and try to find some people that are streaming. Try to link up with them. Cool. I'll try to find him. I'll be on Instagram if you guys want to talk. I'm jumping off here. I'm gonna go find some people to watch. All right, cool. Sounds good. Appreciate everybody joining. Find me on Instagram. Probably not. I haven't been on live in a while. It's been like a month. I've been busy and all right, see you, Nameless. Buying boas. Nope. I apologize. I do not remember. Man, this ball python's going crazy. I thought they weren't supposed to be active. Refresh my memory. You keep voting a tub about buying a boa from a vendor. Oh yeah, I remember that conversation. Now I remember. I keep all my stuff in tubs. Tubs. All my stuff are in tubs. Yeah. I remember that. So I got a new camera, so it's not dying and it's doing way better. Did you ever get it? Did you ever get a snake? Or are you still looking? Nice. That's awesome. How old is it? Are you keeping it in a tub? Common. I got a common. I like them a lot. They're definitely overlooked, but I like them a lot. They get big, so be careful on that. About a year, nice. Eating well, I hope. I have my common right there. You having a tub with my friend? A big wood enclosure. Nice. I personally would not, no matter how big an enclosure is, I personally would not keep more than one snake in there, just because they have been known to eat each other. But about a year, yeah, I got boas that are 2 years old in tubs. So she's two. She's two, and she's still perfectly fine in a tub. But if you can get a big one enclosure right now, I would definitely take that. Cool. A lot of people do though. A lot of people, I've seen people on Instagram keeping 3 or 4 boas in in one area, and then they come back and they're missing some. You like the boa? I guess you're gonna get a couple more now, huh? I don't think I've ever seen a ball python be as crazy as this one is. Yeah. That's what I would do. Because these are 4x20s, and I have some 4-year-old boas in there, and they have plenty of room. Nope. You got one, you got the bug. You'll get another one. So how big is it? Was it 8 feet? Come back to me in a year when you got 20 of them. 6 months? I'll give you 2 months. 2 months and you got a second one. Yeah, I give them 2 months. 2 months. Or whenever you go. Did you go to a reptile show? Yeah, I like the comments too. Um, you'll probably get a second common, or you'll find another locality. You might get a red tail, Suriname. or a Guyana breeder. Nice. That's good that it ate for you already. So they're strong though. All my bows are good eaters, and I've never had any issues with them not eating. I'm having an issue with one of my snakes now, who won't keep food down, but she eats. 30%. Nice. Ooh, that's good that you got 30% off. But now that you know you're going to be getting discounts, you're going to get more. A lot more. It's always good to know breeders. Good and bad. Good and bad. Like I know John. I go to John every week and I buy rats from him. But I'm buying snakes from him constantly. I should have 3 or 4 more from him this year. Pearl. Let's see the pearl. Yes. Let's see the pearl. All right. Let's see the pearl. Let's try to get her out. Let's see what happens. I'll be right back. All right. That wasn't so bad. She let me get her out without any issues. So appreciate it. She's normally not this nice yet. It takes her a little bit of time to warm up to me, but she let me take her out, no problems. So she was born November 2019, and I'm slowly feeding her every 10 to 12 days. She's on small rats right now, weaned to small rats. So this camera does not show her colors any justice, but she's very, very nice. Am I coming to work on time? Nope. Be late like always. Might show up at 7:30. Might show up at 8 o'clock. You already know the answer to that one. So she's over a year, and I've seen some berms over a year that have already touched 8 feet. So we'll see what happens with her as time goes on. So let's see the Proxata. You have an 8-month-old female. All right, cool. Yeah, this is what makes me late. I don't know. Totally random. I really want to try to do once a week or once every other week, but had issues with my GoPro, and then I just got a new webcam. So hopefully I can go live more often. Justin, is yours about this size? It's tough to judge Burmese on age and size because so many people want big snakes, that they just feed them twice a week sometimes just to get them really big. And so at 2 years old, they're 8 feet, 10 feet or more. So it's really hard to judge what a good diet is for a Burmese. A little over 3 feet. All right, cool. So I think she's a little over 4. So I guess we're both on the right track with them. What's your dream snake or reptile? That's tough. I really don't know. I mean, I would never own venomous, but I would not mind owning a king cobra. But I had her only month. Nice. Hopefully she's pretty nice to handle. Mine's been kind of a pain. Obviously, she's doing really well now. I've been working with her a lot lately, which has helped. But she still likes to puff up and not so much striking anymore as she just kind of hisses and gets full of air. But I don't know. I don't know what my dream snake would be. I mean, dream snake would be green anaconda, but I got that dream snake, so I don't know what my next snake would be. Probably the ones that I can't own, which would be venomous. So let's try to get the light over here. A little bit of light. Maybe it'll show her colors off just a little bit more. What kind of Burmese do you have? Is it a pearl too? Yeah, once I hold her for a little bit, she seems to calm down. She definitely likes to go outside. It was pretty warm 2 weeks ago, so I had her out, and she really liked going through the grass. I wish they could stay this size forever, but I know that's not possible. Okay, cool. Nice. I personally like the pearls better than the classic albinos. So she's actually shockingly doing very well. I do need to feed her too. Coming up on her. Actually, I think it's almost 2 weeks since I've fed her, but she's eating birds and rats very well. Chickens, quail, the blizzards. Yeah, those are nice too. Really nice. So I've got Mountain Dews, or I mean Pop Tarts cage open, so hoping she doesn't sneak out. Sometimes if I'm in a rush, I'll just put them in water and then I'll hit them with a hair dryer. And if I have time, I'll just set them out on the counter for a couple of hours until they're warm enough to feed them. But it just depends. Like if I'm, if I have time or if I want to feed them within the hour, I do the whole water, soak them in water, and I haven't had any issues with that. Some people leave them in the refrigerator overnight, and that works too. I've done that a few times with the refrigerator, but they thaw out within 3 or 4 hours. Just set them in my room, because in my room here it's 85 degrees, so it doesn't take very long. Yeah, it's pretty simple. they don't get too bad. I have noticed though when I soak them in water, they get really squishy, and then when I feed them to my snakes, they explode, and then the guts go everywhere. Yeah, probably on the Burmese and the anacondas, I'll probably try to feed them definitely rabbits and possibly chickens, quail, ducks. I don't know, whatever I can get my hands on. I doubt I would ever feed them pigs because I don't think they really need pigs. A lot of people I see that full adult Burms and granny anacondas, they can do very well on just really big birds or big rabbits. And then Pop Tart is wanting to come back out. Yeah, I heard fish is good. I forgot about fish. I've even heard a lot of breeders just go to like Myers or the local butchery, and then they just get chicken breast, chicken legs, and stuff like that straight from them, and then they just feed them just raw chicken without going through like Rodent Pro or whatever. I don't know if that would be any cheaper. I know Brian Barczyk does that a few times. Is Mountain Dew? How's Mountain Dew doing? She's alive, so that's good. Still taking her medicine. Every 48 hours, I have to give her oral liquid, so I got to inject her mouth with this weird stuff. But she's been pooping and peeing out like a really dark red, so I don't know if that's from the medicine. I don't think it's blood, but I don't know. She's alive. So next week I'll try to feed her, and if she can keep food down, I think we're in the clear. But if she regurgitates again, then I have to go back to the vet and figure something out. So she's just hanging out, recovering, giving her the best life if I can if she's not going to make it. I mean, I think in the wild, though, chickens are really their go-to diet. Yeah, I can take her out. I'll put her back and I'll take her out. So my common can throw a fit if I just reach in there. She will definitely bite me. So when we get her out, she's not too bad once she calms down. So she is a 2016. She's fed on medium rats every 2 weeks. So I decided to go the route with medium rats every 2 weeks instead of a large or jumbo rats every 3 to 4 weeks. And I think that's really working out for her. So I think she's got some good body tone, muscle on her. not too much fat, but she's big. She's definitely big. She's powerful too. Like if she really wanted to bite you and hold on, she could. I got both of my green anacondas from the local reptile show. I can look them up and I can message you. I think one of them was like backyard country boys. I don't know, something ridiculous. But I got Pop-Tart from them, and then Pop-Tart's been doing amazing health-wise and temperament-wise and everything like that. So got them at the reptile show, so I didn't have to pay nerd prices, or I didn't pay Megan prices or anything like that. So it's good. Yeah, I mean she's a big common. So the commons get bigger faster than the true red tail localities, but in the long run, the localities get bigger. They just take forever to grow. Yeah, I'm thinking about getting a couple more boas here in the next couple months. So just waiting for my local boa breeder to drop a few litters, and then I gotta wait 6 to 7 weeks so they can eat right and make sure that they're healthy, and then by June or July, we'll have new boas. Possibly a male, definitely a male, definitely a female, another female, which I'm super excited about. And then I'll get a few more ball pythons, a couple females, and then next year I'll get a couple males, and then I'll breed the ball pythons. But it just sucks to wait 4 years to breed a baby boa. So she's good temperament when she's out of her cage, no problems. In her cage, though, nope, I will not reach my hand in there at all to grab her. So we can put her back. And she'll go back. And then I'll get out. So she's tough to put back just because she doesn't want to. She doesn't want to go back all the time. Nice. That's good. A lot of people don't get to have their own room, so a lot of people keep a lot of their snakes in their living room, which is fine. But it's nice to have just your own room for reptiles. We'll see how she's acting today. And this girl right here is sketchy, big time. Oh, not too bad tonight. So this is my female Argentine. And these girls get really big. You pulling the Argentine? Yep, right here. Yeah, since I have my whole room in here on ambient temperature, there's no way at all I could keep my reptiles in my bedroom, because it's like 86, 87 degrees in here, and I can't sleep in those temperatures. But if I had all of my cages hooked up with heat tape or radiant heat panels, that'd be one thing. So I'm really excited for her to grow, because I've been seeing a lot of pictures of the Argentines, and they're easily hitting 11 feet, and they weigh a lot. I think some people are saying that their Argentines are weighing 30 plus pounds. So really excited to see her just keep on growing. And she's a big snake, getting there at least. Just a traditional, pure black and white Argentine. She can be a handful, but she's normally pretty good. some of these boas are just hard to just handle and just relax with. I'm not sure. These ones, I don't know. I don't know how big those get. I think most boas though can hit around 10 to 11 feet. So a couple years. She's 2017 also. I've had all of these since they were babies, really small. What's the price for an Argentine? Right now they're going for around 900 to 1,000. And then when I got her in 2017, she was only $200. So the price on them has definitely jumped up, and I think the main reason for that is they are an endangered species. They're endangered down in Argentine, so we can't import them. So you really have to find specialty breeders that are willing to work with them and breed them. And then, of course, that hurts the price or jacks the price up. Yeah, I really wish I bought a male when they're around $200. Yeah, Nerd and Jason both have them set at around 900. I think you can get the Max Pink line for, I think they're like 13 or 1400. Not too bad. I mean, they look really good, but I personally just like the traditional black and whites. No more spiders. Definitely not another bird eater unless Brittany wants it again. I mean, I would hate to pay, $900 for an Argentine now, and then try to breed them in 2 or 3 years, and then the price declines, and then you're selling them for $200, and then you would never make your money back. But as a pet, yeah, they're nice to have. Pac-Man's doing good. I gotta make a video or pictures of him eating. I've been feeding him fish, worms, crickets, bunch of stuff. I live in Ohio, so they're pretty okay on the laws. No bans as of yet. So, all right, guys, I am jumping off here in a little bit. So I got to be at work early. Have you picked a name yet for Pac-Man? No, not yet. I need to. If you got a name, let me know. You can name it right now. Yeah, she's not going back. What type? It's an albino. I was told it was a strawberry, but I really think it's just an albino. Pac-Man isn't on for the police. Really? I don't know that. Yikes. No, I thought she was in shed for a second. She's not. Interesting. Learn something new every day. All right, guys, I'm out of here. I gotta get up early. Ghost or something. Cheese it for Pac-Man? That's not bad. Definitely eats like the Pac-Man cartoon or the video game. They're wild though. I've seen videos online where Pac-Mans eat other frogs. They'll eat their own. Instagram is Ben Cincy Snakes. I post on there multiple times a day, so people get a little annoyed that I post too much on there, but it is what it is. If you guys got questions, let me know on Instagram. Follow me. I'll try to follow you back if I can catch that in time. Appreciate you guys coming on here, hanging out, seeing some snakes. I'll try to be live soon. I'm out of here. Ooh, nice. Let me know how that goes. It's always nice when it's feeding night. All right, guys. See ya.